Good evening, beautiful people. You're right on time to catch up with your favorite celebrity information. I'll call it information because I don't know if they want it out there. This is just what I know and I'm telling you. And if you're tuned in right now, I know you're enjoying the views and so are we. You can see the location has changed because we try and keep you updated with the best places to be. We're at Belvedere Lounge, that is on Mombasa Road in Next Gen Mall. It's on the 6th floor, and when you stare from where I am sitting, you can actually see the park to my right and you can see the highway right in front of me. I trust that you guys trust me to tell you when the place is, when the vibes are right. When the vibes are right, I know you trust me enough to tell you where to go. So come through to Belvedere Lounge listed on in Next Gen Mall on Mombasa Road on the 6th floor and tell them I sent you. Guarantee you get a discount. If they don't give you, come talk to me. But in the meantime, as usual, we like to switch things up. So we have a guest host with us, and I'd like her to introduce herself because I don't think I'll do her any justice. She is absolutely beautiful, and I'm already feeling insecure. But right now, it's her time to shine. Go ahead.
Hi guys, my name is Nelia Sinderitu. I'm an event organizer, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure.
You look.
I love your look. You're so beautiful.
You heard that? So we're kicking things off with patience. We like to teach virtues, yeah?
Right.
So if you're in a relationship and you're pressuring your man, you need to get married, this is a lesson you can learn from this couple. This 99-year-old man finally married his girlfriend of 20 years. After 20 years, he's 99 and he feels like this is the right time. Would you be patient?
As a woman, I'm already offended to think that I'd stay with you for 20 years and then when you're about to die is when you're deciding I'm going to marry you.
But that's when it's sweetest.
I don't think so.
I
don't think that things that are... Not everything is functioning.
Needs have to be met. But I like that. Honestly, I feel like it's okay.
I don't think so.
You guys were already together for...
Imagine this guy met this lady when she was 20 years old. The guy was 79. The guy was 79.
He was in his prime.
Yeah. So this small girl has wasted, well, I don't want to say wasted, but she spent her youth with this 79-year-old when he's just about to die, and then he's like, maybe I'm going to give you a few cows and some land. So here is some marriage certificate for you.
You know, I actually agree with that because, yeah, we like to teach life skills. And we always say marriage is a business plan. You have a plan, you follow through, and for 20 years she knew where this was heading. Plus she's young. 40 is the new 15. So she has a lot of time. She has a lot of time to be her best version of herself in her feminine era. All power to you.
But I don't think this is something that we should encourage. Personally, I'm not that patient, and I don't think I am that positive.
Eyes on the bags, guys. Eyes on the bag. We're about to secure the bag. Yeah. Congratulations to her, and condolences as well, because I feel like those two
it's just about
things
to
coincide. Yeah. So I'm just saying. But on the topic of marriage, Ben Paul and Annalisa have been at it on social media, and I kind of feel it was a TKO on Ben Paul's part. He was literally dragged on the internet by Annalisa Mwigang. Annalisa was actually shooting a documentary about her sister's death, and of course we empathize with that. In the middle of all this, when it's coming out, Ben Paul decides, you know what, I do music occasionally because I don't know what else he does. I've heard like probably one or two of his songs. Yeah, and I do music on the side. So when I'm trying to push my music, I'll talk about my ex-wife, who's a millionaire of sorts. So he goes on radio and says that he never enjoyed his marriage life. And Annalisa just comes out and is like, I've had it. Stop mentioning my name in interviews.
The thing is, okay, I get Annalisa is the name that is pushing traffic towards him, right? I get that. And also I understand the fact that you can be lamenting about your bad relationship. It's fair. But when you do it too much and then you're speaking about somebody that you've shared, a matrimonial bed together, and then you're coming out here telling people day in, day out about how bad this human being is, just let it go. Move on, you guys. Move on.
I feel like...
And then it's too late to actually try and reiterate and say, I'm thinking, looking back, I think that was not so good of me. That's really wrong.
Yeah. It is. But I like that. As a woman, I'm vindicated. Guys always say, she was chasing me. I'm the hot one. I'm the celebrity here. She's after me. But she actually did have receipts. It's one thing to say, this is happening and not have any proof.
But Annalisa is not like just any other small little girl. You understand? She has her own thing. So you cannot particularly say she was chasing me, she was doing too much. You can't say that. That's a whole grown woman with her own things running.
So, the point of this is always keep your receipts. Do not delete messages from your relationship from 10 years ago. Keep them because you need to prove the internet.
Do you
that
keep
you're right.
receipts?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say yes or no, but like if you did me wrong, just know I have records somewhere,
Right.
somehow. Only told my mom she's keeping tabs on you guys. But this, I love the whole situation how it turned out because he apologized on the internet at some point on Twitter and said he takes back what he said.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a very respectful way to end it.
Sure. Too late, but sure. Okay.
Too late. Speaking
Yeah.
of too late, if you've not gone to Kakamega, Garissa, then you're missing out on finding a faithful man because you can't find them in Nairobi. The studies shows that for every single man in Nairobi, he has 7.
They have
sexual
7 partners. Yeah, I read
They're
that.
not even dating. They just have partners.
Yeah.
So if you're not in
And you're in
Kakamega, Garissa, then I have bad news for you. You're not the only one.
Imagine being in Nairobi and you're telling people I have a spouse or I have a boyfriend and you're telling, I can't even open my mouth. It's something that I should hide, like forever.
I mean, coming to Nairobi is like just,
It's a sad story. It's a sad story. Just go
I
home.
feel like being associated with Nairobi is a stamp of shame
It is.
because
It is.
how am I going to explain that? Si kila mtu ako na gonorrhea kila pahali.
But-
But you have 7 partners, of course you have it. How
But why
we
do
go
you
about
think
this?
that's the case in Nairobi,
Yeah.
like compared to other places in Kenya? Is it that we are just very westernized here and trying to be free and easy?
I think it's I really have no answers for it. I just feel like it's insult to injury. The men are not faithful. You carry these diseases. It's super gonorrhea, so it's a different strain to begin with, which has spread somehow to Nyeri because I think when guys were en route to Garissa or something, they stopped over for like Nyama and stuff, and it somehow like spread to other places. But guys, we can't be talking about Nairobi like this. Nairobi is not a jungle. We're civilized people. We just need to live together and just learn. Relationships are fun. They actually work. If you wait for 20 years, you can get the man of your dreams.
Do you have any? I don't have any testimony of a relationship that has worked out in Nairobi, like fully, and you can attest and say, I have a decent relationship in Nairobi and it's working and we're going on strong. I don't think so. I don't think so. Like,
First of all,
that's a
I feel like you'll be
lie.
lying.
That's a lie. Stop lying to yourself.
But if you have a relationship that's working in Nairobi, all power to you. Give us tips, start a podcast. I feel like you have a platform. There's a need.
100%.
There's a market for you
100%.
if you have a working relationship in Nairobi. That's what I feel.
Maybe you start a relationship in Nairobi and then we move. Get what I mean? Like, so that we avoid drama. Let's just move. Let's go somewhere to Tarkana or something.
If we go,
Yeah.
let's spread this
Let's
elsewhere.
go.
Let's see if the problem is Nairobi or it's just the people
It
here.
is Nairobi.
There has to be an in-between. But anyway, on to some good news. Demi Sombachi won TikTok Creator of the Year in Kenya at the recently concluded TikTok Creator Awards that happened in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Guys from across Africa came, and it was nice to see him being recognized for something nice he did because he's very entertaining.
I love the guy. Done.
Done.
Yeah, I love him so much, and the food looks so good. I actually follow his recipes.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love it.
Congratulations to him.
Congratulations.
He does amazing content.
Yeah.
The man can't dance, but you can't have everything, and it's okay.
Did you see the video? Ah, my
That's the
God.
best thing. I've watched that video at least 5 times.
Jump scare.
Every time I found.
Could never. But yeah.
So congratulations to him,
Congratulations
and
to
of
him.
course the other winners from all over Africa. And I can't wait to see how much bigger it gets because the TikTok community, I'm not a TikTok creator, but I see how it unifies people in these small subgroups.
Yeah.
And it's actually enjoyable to watch. And with that, this segment of the tea is done. Let's catch up after the break. We'll be back with some more news. Welcome back. This is the tea. My name is Laura Mbatha, and of course, as you had seen prior, I have a very, very beautiful guest in studio. I'll let her introduce herself one more time. because I feel like she just deserves the spotlight.
I'm back, guys. Nelius is my name. I'm back. Let's talk more. Let's converse. Let's have a conversation. Yeah.
So, what happened over the weekend? Well, not over the weekend. Over the past week, a
Yeah.
FEMA Awards were happening in Senegal,
Yeah.
Dakar.
Yeah.
And a Kenyan musician came out on Twitter to say that they were not being treated right by the aides who were supposed to support the East African artists to go to the awards.
Okay.
They said they were blocking them from, the communication wasn't great.
Yeah.
They didn't manage to go to the nomination parties. They missed out on certain goodies that were being given out for the artists. And for me, what it showed is like a reflection of how the Kenyan industry is viewed out there.
My thing is, okay, so this is a question for you, yeah? I'd like to know who represents Kenyan artists, because like as a label, which label takes Kenyan artists out there?
Sonko.
But I don't...
I'm joking. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I think the reason why such things happen, and I don't think this is the first time it has happened, the reason why such things happen is because we don't have a good representation, we don't have good labels, we don't have good managers that, you know, like we are not marketed out there. And I don't think you're going to be given respect out there as artists or even just as Kenyans if you don't represent yourself well.
Yeah.
Or repackage yourself well. You understand what I mean? Just carry yourself with some status, get yourself some representation. It's going to go well.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
You see, all those West African artists who came and were robbed, I feel like they're just doing payback for us. So they're punishing our artists on their behalf. But that's just me. I don't know about you guys at home.
That's like a really low blow if you think about it.
Like I do the same. Like if you come to my house and steal something, like I'll go to yours and steal also.
Oh wow.
I will like punish you somehow. So I feel like that's what happened. But I'm not going to, like, don't trust me. Trust your instinct. You go with what happens. But this, I mean, we need better representation when it comes to the entertainment
For sure,
scene. There's been conversation about
100%.
doing better for artists.
Yeah.
And at least, you know, they get 1,000 bob every year from MCSK. So that does something for them. And we're proud.
Does it?
Yeah, it really helps. It really, the 1,000.
Wow.
You do know what you can do with 1,000?
Tell me.
Hey, you're joking. So anyway,
Moving
on. When you take your 1,000, you package it well. You can ask Usain Bolt where he put his money and lost it all. So apparently he had put $12.7 million of his retirement fund into an investment fund. But on further investigation, when he went to check, he only had $12,000 left in the account.
That's a sad story.
So the company came out to say that there's been incidences of fraud and they're looking into it.
Yeah.
The money should be back in 10 days, but if not, of course, there'll be further investigations. I believe in eating the rich, but when it comes to Usain Bolt, it's different when people provide some sort of entertainment, some kind of inspiration.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for him. I don't want to because it's too much money and I'm jealous. But then
the thing is, you have to imagine this guy put effort into making this money. His whole entire career is built in, you get what I mean? Like he has a good track record. You understand? You make your money and you're respected out there, and then you lose it all.
Just like that. When you apply, this is his retirement money. He can't
but I feel like the government has to do something about it because it would be like a very worst case scenario if he loses everything, right?
There's all these details, but you guys are here to listen to my own private thoughts. This is why you come here. So you can follow up on the story. Yeah. And I mean, we'd like to see him be reimbursed and just have his life back in order.
I hope he does because tough. Tough.
Shakira and Gerard Pique have been on the internet serving as tea on the daily. First of all, by throwing shade through music. First of all,
do you know how
wasn't Shakira supposed to be arrested a few years ago because of fraud?
Yeah, I saw that. What happened?
It's Usain Bolt's money. I'm sure. I am sure because these people.
I like how you just mixed it up.
Each other. It's like insight. You know, I see things.
Your brain is working.
It's like
you're doing
connect the dots. Like obviously, it's obviously Shakira. Her hips lied into the bank, and she took his money.
Right.
But Gerard Pique and Shakira have been having a not back and forth. It's been very quiet, very decent. She threw shade in a song.
It's like passive aggressive because she does like the song, and then this guy basically, she said in the song, I'm like a Rolex, and you went for a Casio, right? This guy showed up in some event with a Casio. Like the watch.
You know, do you?
That's crazy. That's mad.
Absolutely do you.
And do you know how like she got to find out how like the guy was cheating? Through some, it was called what, strawberry jam?
Oh yeah, I heard it. I don't know the
It
story.
reminds me of, anyway. So she found out that the guy was cheating through the jam that was in the fridge, because she's the only one in the house that eats jam, right? And then comes back from her travel, finds out that the jam has been eaten.
Me, first of all, by the time your Klande is coming into my house, that's just so disrespectful.
No.
Or did he carry the
detail.
jam?
How would you just look at the jam? It's like, there must be someone in this house. Someone else was in this house.
You know, funny enough, recently I've been hearing stories of people catching their spouses cheating using kitchenware and food.
No, Tupperware, you know
Tupperware, the
story.
South African,
Crazy.
where he baked a cake for his girlfriend and put it in a Tupperware and took it to her house.
And the last straw was the
And
Tupperware.
this babe has the audacity to text the side chick and ask for her Tupperware back. But honestly, getting good Tupperware is kind of hard. So I see.
She
her angle.
waited till the last moment, and the only thing that her 13th reason was a Tupperware. Crazy.
Check your jam, check your salt. If it's moved more than it usually moves, do something.
The salmon.
You know, these are things you should actually check with your partners. How did
Handbrake.
I know my boyfriend was cheating on me? I stole his phone, locked myself in the bathroom, read the text, and I threw it out the window.
Somehow you make it about you.
It's always about me. What do you mean?
Wow.
And I've lived every experience except having $12 million. That's the only thing I've not lived. But everything else I've done.
Good
and I like
for
to
you.
give you true stories, guys, so that you can see you can survive too. You can literally survive. I feel like all of us can do
But
it.
that's a sad story. Really sad.
Of course, it's never entertainment if we don't talk about the Kardashians. In general, I don't really pursue stories about Kardashians.
Why?
But it's just interesting
I
to
love
read.
them. I love them so much. From the little one to the oldest.
I
love
think they're
them.
too many.
So what happened this time round?
So, recently on TikTok, first of all, there's been all this conversation about Northwest doing makeup to look like her dad and Kim being in the video. This is triggering to Kanye West. All of that doesn't matter because now Kanye West is back in the headlines because he got married 2 months after divorcing Kim Kardashian. I don't see a problem. Since she started dating Mapema.
Has that story been approved though? Is it true? Because it's
want
never
it
here
to
nor
be.
there, right?
I want it to be.
Well, it would be good for me. And it's all, he's a Gemini. What do you
Yeah.
expect? He's a Gemini. It's not something that's shocking coming from Kanye. Kanye is just that guy. Something you should expect from him.
I wish them well because honestly, if you guys are just happy, just be happy. And he's dated some babes in the past year.
Kanye?
Yes. He's been dating the finest babes.
What's the name of
Alive.
Julia? Julia took that thing and ran with it.
Like where we don't talk about her here.
Why?
What was that?
Why?
She shows up with
I
extra.
love her. I love her.
Why?
I love Julia. I love her. She has a whole personality right now. She was just given 15 seconds of fame and then she ran with it.
See, now these are people I don't trust. The woman is
love
not
her.
right in the
I
head.
love her. Why?
Tell us your problems. You see me, I'm very open about mine.
She's very she has her own individual. Like she's such an individual on her own. She just does not follow trends. She creates her own trends. Most of the fashion that like she wears or the places that she goes or her makeup, very unique to her. You understand what I mean? The things, even if you see me with that, do you know her like eyeliner?
Yeah.
Crazy. I love it.
You love it.
I love it.
I can't imagine why, but it's interesting. It's interesting to look at, and I think that's for me. Maybe that's her artistic way of expressing herself. Art doesn't have to make sense to everyone. Also, I just have bad taste sometimes, so I get it.
She's been through a lot, right? The drugs, the mental hospital, a lot.
But she hasn't been through Nairobi, so she's safe.
There's
But,
that.
yeah. So congratulations for surviving that.
Yeah.
But let's talk about where people can find you on social media.
So guys, you can find me, my name is Nelias Nderitu, and you can find me in Instagram at It's Nelias, on TikTok, It's Nelias, basically everywhere, It's Nelias. Apart from Facebook. I don't have Facebook and I don't have YouTube.
Stop it.
Well, you have Facebook?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I'm a millennial.
How old are you?
Guys, that's all the time we had for you tonight. Don't forget to catch up with us next week. That is same time, same place right here on KTN Home. And if you missed out on any episodes, you can always catch up with them on YouTube. The pages on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are at KTN Home. And if you want to interact with me directly, is at Mbatha Laura. You're my friend at this point. We've been talking for a very long time. So let's keep the conversation going even off air.